Rachel here. I'm going to do a video on my current makeup routine. I think I said in the video I posted a couple days ago that I would do this if people wanted to see it, and nobody's really said they wanted to, but I figure, what the hey, I'll do it anyway. So I'm going to try to do this really quickly because my camera has been acting funny and I don't know how long this is going to last. So gonna jump right into it. I've already washed my face and moisturized it, so I'm good there. Nice clean face, moisturized. So foundation wise, I kind of jump between a couple, but the one I'm going to use for this particular video is the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer with SPF 20. This is a lightweight flawless coverage. You guys have seen this before in my bridal makeup tutorial. I use this on my sister-in-law for her wedding. But this is really good because it's a moisturizer as opposed to a full-on foundation. So it does give good coverage, but it hydrates the skin a little bit more because this time of year my skin gets awfully dry. It's horrible. So even with moisturizer, all the moisture I can get, the better. So I'm just going to take this kind of long-handled kabuki type brush. This is from Sephora. This is the number 44. It's actually bronzer brush, but I'm actually using it for my foundation. I've been using the e.l.f. You do not need a whole lot of this, even though it is lightweight coverage. It still goes on fairly well, so that's all I'm using. I'm just going to stipple that right now and then start the nose and work my way out. But I was saying, before for my foundation I was using the e.l.f. Foundation brush that kind of looks like the 187 from MAC, the flat top where it's got the two-tone bristles where it's black and then the tips are white. And that works alright, but I found that a brush with the bristles more compact, tighter together, actually blends out the foundation better. Which, e.l.f., I mean, being cheap, that doesn't surprise me that it's looser, and they shed something horrible too. Not that this one doesn't. This one sheds too, but I'm getting bristles in my mouth. That's what I get for talking while using a brush. But I found that my foundation looks better. Anyway, what I was trying to say is my foundation looks better when I use a brush where the bristles are more compact. I like the way it looks better. It looks more like an airbrush finish. So, but as you can see, foundation on. Nice even coverage. And then if anybody wants to know, this is in color nude. I do believe this comes in a couple different colors, but I have it in nude. And then next I'm going to take my Benefit Erase Paste, and this is in number 1. I'm just going to take my ring finger, pick up just a little bit of it. You do not need a whole lot, and kind of lightly tap that underneath my eye and then blend it out for those dark under eye circles that I have, because I don't sleep. I'm a real light sleeper, so like that. And then I don't really have any blemishes per se, just a few. Just like that. Alright, that's it. I barely used any. A little bit goes a long way, so. Because this stuff is kind of expensive, it's good because it's going to last me a long time if that's all I need to use. And then to prime my eyes, I'm going to use my Boing, also by Benefit. Just going to use the same finger and go all over the eye, all the way up to the eyebrow. I was talking to a friend the other day about the different concealers and eyeshadow primers, and I told her that I think the problem is some of the products out there, people try it that are like dual purpose, like an eyeshadow primer slash concealer. I think some of them, because they try to manufacture them so that they do both, they don't work as well for one or the other, as opposed to something that's just a concealer or just an eyeshadow primer. So, you know, that's why, you know, before I was using the Boing as both my eyeshadow primer and my concealer, even though it says here on the package industrial strength concealer. I don't think this really works that well as a concealer. It works as a really good eyeshadow base, but I do not care for the Boing as a concealer, hence the purchase of the erase paste. But that's just me. You know, that's my opinion, but take it as you would. And then for my eyes, I actually need to, my poor Stila palette, I'm going to use, you guys have seen this before, I use it all the time, but the two colors that were in here before, the two Stila colors, this kind of goldish color, and then the brown, which I believe this is Twig, this is all gone. I went to pan and then some. It is just gold dust. So, but you guys saw this. I bought this a while ago to use once that ran out. This is Kitten. This is a Stila. I have to be careful because this is cracking. I don't want it to get all over the place. I traveled with this and it didn't travel well. So, if I get enough patience, I'll probably try and depot it and put it in that, but I don't have the patience to do that right now. So I'm just going to take this flat eyeshadow brushes. This is just an e.l.f. brush. I'm just going to pick up some of the Kitten, just like that. Tap off the excess, and that's going to go all over the eyelid and the brow bone. And this is really pigmented, so and I'm sure some people are going to be like, why are you using such a glittery eyeshadow as your everyday? And one, because I want to, and two, I think I've said this before in another video, probably my first everyday makeup routine video, that the fact that I wear glasses, I think if you wear glasses, you can get away with sparklier and more colorful eyeshadow during the day. You know, people like, you know, save the dramatic eyeshadow and sparkle and stuff for nighttime. But when your eyes are obstructed by glasses, if you want your eyes to be noticed, I think you need to kind of go against those rules and do whatever it is to make your eyes stand out. So I'm just going to take the Kitten, put it all over both eyes, just like that. So once we got that, close that carefully. I'm getting glitter all over myself. I'm going to look like Kesha if I'm not careful. Excuse me. And then I'm going to go back to my little palette here. And I'm just going to take this eyeshadow blending brush. This is a S4 brush, number 29, blending eye. And I use this pretty much for everything. And I'm going to go back into my little palette here. And as you can see, if you've not seen my other videos before, this one obviously is a different size than this. This is actually a MAC eyeshadow. This is Sketch by MAC. And then these two were Stila eyeshadows, but I purchased this a while ago. I showed this in a haul several months ago. But it's just a really nice, like plummy burgundy color. I was going to pick that up with the blending brush and tap off the excess. I'm just going to start in the corner and kind of wiggle and work it all the way across the crease. Just like that. Some more. Tap it off. Do the other eye. Start in the corner, kind of wiggle it, building it into the corner, and then blending it across the eye through the crease. That's fairly easy because, I mean, for most people, I mean, their eyelid creases, you can feel it. I mean, you just take the brush and it just follows the natural crease. I think like Asian eyes, it's maybe a little harder, but just follow the natural curve of the eyeball. That's all you really got to do. Your eyeball, you know, just follow it. So. Get a little bit more and do the outer corner of this eye. Bit more. Blend it. There we go. And then I'm going to take the brown and pick it up with the same eyeshadow brush and tap it off. And this is going to be just in the outer corner, really light. Just kind of go back and forth. Just that space in between your eyeball and where the eyebrow bone starts, just like that. Same thing for the other eye. I have like multiple things I'm trying to look at. I'm trying to make sure I keep myself on the camera. And then I've got trying to use this little mirror here. And then I've also got my laptop set up right next to the camera, and I have photo booth open. So it turns on the camera on the laptop, and then I can see myself. I'm not actually recording myself, but it's showing myself through the webcam on my camera. So I'm using that as a pseudo mirror as well. So that's the eyes. Just those 3 colors, really simple. And then we're going to go back to the face. I'm going to set my foundation and my concealer. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Mineral Foundation powder. And this is in medium beige. I need to shake it up a little to get some out of it. Let's see, there in the lid. Gonna pick that up, and this is an e.l.f. brush. This is an e.l.f. powder brush, just a flat top brush, but it works really well because it fits right there in the lid. So I can pick up that powder and kind of tap it off, and just go all over. And I'm sure some people are gonna be like, "Why didn't you do that right after you set your foundation and put your concealer on?" And you know, it's really personal preference, but I know some other people, they do the same thing. I know some girls will do their eyes first before they even do foundation. Personally, I prefer to do my foundation, but then I'll wait to do my powder after my eyes. That way if I have any fallout when I'm setting the foundation with this brush, it also helps brush away any fallout at the same time. So killing 2 birds with 1 stone there. But that's just me. Like I said, it's somewhat personal preference how you do things. But I like doing it this way. And then to finish off, I'll do my bronzer. I'm going to take the Urban Decay Baked Bronzer in Toasted, which you guys just saw this if you watched my most recent haul video. And I'm taking a fluffy Total Face brush. This is an e.l.f. brush. This is the Pro line. The white handles is the Pro line. So this is like a $3 brush as opposed to a $1 brush. But I'm just going to take the Toasted, pick that up, tap off the excess, and just start in the temple and just make the shape of a 3. And that should usually hit the right contours of your face. And then if you want, you can do a little on your nose, a little on the chin, just a little on the forehead. Usually you want bronzer to be on your face where the sun would normally hit your face. So just like that. And then blush wise, I'm going to use my MAC Briar Rose Beauty Powder. This is from the Venomous Villains collection. I use this all the time as my blush. I'm just going to use the same brush, pick that up. And this is a beauty powder as opposed to an actual brush, so it's a bit more sheer. Because I know that pink is like, you know, people be like, oh my god, that's pink. But unless you are really heavy-handed, it's going to be fairly sheer. Because I normally would not wear like pink. Oh, got some in my eye. Okay, fine. And you want that just to go on the apples of your cheeks. If you smile, it's this spot here, but some people are like, well, if you smile and you put on the blush while you're smiling, you're creating creases, and then the blush can get into the creases. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I read that somewhere. And then last but not least, we're going to highlight, and this is the Benefit High Beam, which if you watched my video, you also saw that. I'm just going to get that, wipe off the excess, because there's a lot on this brush. You pick up a lot. And I'm just going to go swoop, swoop, and right underneath the eyebrow. You do not need a whole lot. As you can see, you know, I pulled the brush out and I was able to do all 4 of those spots with just what I picked up. But if you use my ring finger, blend that in. Do that eyebrow bone. If you want, some people put in their Cupid's bow, I could care less. So, and then that's it. Put my glasses back on. First, let me clean off my glasses. There we go. That's it. That's the finished look. So, as you can see, really fast, really easy. I mean, it is kind of a lot of product, but I like the way it looks. So that's just me. I'm willing to take the time to do all this product, and obviously, now if you want to put on false lashes, you can. I hardly ever use mascara. I hardly ever use eyeliner, except in rare occasions. You know, if I wanted to, I'd do my lips. I'll probably just throw on chapstick though. So, but you know, if you want to put on lipstick, lip gloss, you can do that too. Totally up to you, but this is pretty much what I am willing to do as far as face goes. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to comment below, message me on Twitter or here on YouTube. You can send me a message there, that's fine. Links to my blog and Pinterest and all that fun stuff is in the description box. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the thumbs up button, whether you're a subscriber or not. If you like this video, I've gotten a few new subscribers in the last couple weeks. Hi. Hi to the new people. I'm so glad you decided to subscribe and watch my videos. I really appreciate it. That's about it. So, like I said, fairly quick, fairly easy. So, I'll try to put links for the product what's still available. I know some of the stuff you can't buy anymore, but the stuff that is available, I'll try to put links for where you can purchase the product in the description box as well. And I will talk to you guys next time, alright? Bye.